Hi, everybody. Mr. Gavin here, and this is the Book Awards assignment. The first one, the California Young Readers Award, which has some very famous books in here, like John Green's *And the Fault in Our Star*. The focus of this one is to focus on the stories that young readers in California enjoy, and people who've been nominated is pretty much anyone. The committee is pretty small. A nice little footnote there is one of those people is actually Professor Janet Weil, which is fantastic to see. But books like Skies are greatly reviewed and they're popular and it's fun. It's a great award. The next one is the Newbery Award, which is named after the bookseller. This is one of those awards that's definitely focusing on distinguished American literature for children. And you have some incredible award-winning people here, like Neil Gaiman's one of my favorites. And there's just fantastic stories in here. It's been around since the 1970s, and but this award started in the 20s. But since the 1970s, they've started adding the honorees section as well, which is great because there's so many good books coming out each year. The Caldecott one is fantastic. It's focusing on the picture books, and I feel very much vindicated or seen because two of these books have been added to my collection, which I just wanted to point out because they're just great books. And I love that this one focuses on picture books for children, so it's celebrating both artists and authors. The next one's Caldecott King Award, which is named after Martin Luther King's wife. She was a fantastic lady as well and deserves recognition. This one is for African American authors and illustrators. And this is just a fantastic category because there's so much great literature that describes the African American experience. The criteria is pretty simple and it is what you would expect for this award. But this came about in the late 60s, and over time they've added more categories because more and more people from the community have been expressing that experience more and more. And this is a fantastic way to reward those people for their contribution to literature. And the Tomas Rivera Mexican American Children's Book Award, it's a new one to me. Came about in Texas because he was one of the professors there. But this is all about books for basically children up till 18 that kind of show that Mexican American experience. It's a great award. I love the medal. It's just very neatly designed. And, there's just so many cool books out there that show that experience. And it's just one of those ones that I'm thankful that I found out about. The Hans Christian Andersen Award might be my new favorite one. I love Hans Christian Andersen's work, and this one is about embodying the spirit of the stuff that he worked on. The mythology, fantasy, and it gives more of a voice for those type of people. Um, so it is an international award, so anybody can be nominated for it. Like J.K. Rowling, Haruki Murakami have both won it. An interesting tidbit is that this award is only 2 years, every 2 years. So that adds a little prestige to it. A funny story is like kind of what created it was one of the people from Denmark, one of the scholars there, just fell in love with Paulo Coelho's book, The Alchemist, and he had to invite him over there. And then the mayor of the town got involved. They created the award, and then the first official award ended up going to J.K. Rowling. But there's some fantastic history to this award, and it's actually rather new. So it's a great one. Keep looking at these different awards, and it's just fantastic to celebrate the contribution to literature for children.